Hello, everybody out there in weight loss surgery land, or want to be in weight loss surgery land, or have been out in weight loss surgery land. I'm going to use these guys for later. Hey, my name is Murphy, and I am from Las Vegas. I was actually born in St. Paul, Minnesota, but I've lived here in Las Vegas for the majority of my life, apart from Lake Havasu when I was a kid, when we opened up the Dairy Queen and a grocery store out when we opened up the London Bridge. Gosh, I didn't want to erase 3 prior takes, but I noticed that I went on and on and on, but kind of in a good way. But then I just went, nah, this isn't right. So let's try this. I'm so happy to be here. I have seen some amazing stories on YouTube. And I've seen some stories that I probably wish I would not have clicked on because that has given me the, oh, I was ready. Okay, no, I'm not. Oh, I was ready. But the whole entire time I was wanting to be ready, I had a doctor that was, let's do one more thing first. I don't really think my doctor was very supportive in this weight loss surgery. I think that she's old school, and I believe that she believes that, that you don't need this surgery, that you should have more willpower. Well, I know that you guys all understand what willpower is or isn't, or diet programs. A thin little doctor that's maybe a few pounds overweight, I don't think can really wrap their head around weight loss or weight gain or being obese or being morbidly obese or, they can't, I don't think they get it. Just like, I only know now what it's like to lose my mom to Alzheimer's and dementia. Can very many people, know that experience? Or losing someone to cancer. Or, by the way, I don't have cancer. I just have permanent hair loss that I lost at 13, which I'll go into in a second. But, see, which direction do I want to take this? My name is Murphy. I am 5'2". I weigh 157 pounds. My BMI is 46.7. I wanted to do this surgery 3 years ago, but I had some insurance issues. The insurance issues were, you had to have a BMI, but you had to have like maybe one of 4 other things. High blood pressure, diabetes, sleep apnea, some osteoporosis thing where if your bones could break while you something, and then of course your BMI. And I'm sure that I'm missing something. But there's just, some factors. And then you have to have a history of wanting to have lost weight for X amount of time. So, God, I want to do this correct so I don't make it too long, because my last one was going to about 18 minutes. Research. I've done far too much research. This book is scary and informational. It's written by this guy, which, by the way, I really do enjoy a lot of his videos. He has little short tutorials that some are really, I can see what I can take from them. I can appreciate them. But let's start off with, I was not a fat child. Do I have to be careful when I use the word fat? Fat is fat. And like I have friends are like, this is a goiter. No, I think it's just fat. Which, I love me, so I need to just know that that is me. But that me is starting to get on my nerves. And by that, I mean, I've reached my breaking point. I am out of breath all the time. I'm claustrophobic, so I don't really do elevators. So I take the steps, 44 steps up, 44 steps down. I'm a dealer, so I get a break every hour and 20 minutes. So that's a lot of stairs. So by the time I get back to the table, I'm like, oh, so happy to deal to you. That, and I sing and stuff, and I realize I really can't hold out my notes too long, which has me nervous, by the way. I do have my surgery date is April 23rd, but I have a hiatal hernia, and so that's, around the diaphragm area. I'm like, oh my God, I hope it doesn't really affect that area too much, and will I be able to hold out a note still or not hold out a note? And, but the problem is I had my gallbladder out when I was 24 years old, so I have the old-fashioned, 9 to 12-inch scar, and so even though it looks one-dimensional from the inside, it's three-dimensional from the inside, And the surgeon said, the surgeon's assistant actually said, the scar tissue can kind of like shoot out like a spider web. So we won't know. So it can't be just a damn simple sleeve. No, we have to throw in the complications of a hiatal hernia and then the spider webs. So I just got to chill out, and I haven't been successful with everything else I've done in the past to keep weight off. So there's everything's going to be okay. It's in God's hands, or whoever you believe in. I personally, believe in God. Whether my relationship with Him is periodically tumultuous, but I think anybody going through life still wonders, why, Lord? Why? Why did that have to happen? Why did that person have to go, versus that person? Which I try not to do that because that's not really good. One of my biggest fears. You guys don't really, a lot of the people that I've watched all the videos, you guys don't show real drinking. You guys show this. How long? That's one of my fears. Like, how long will I have to sip for? Not that I want to chug everything all the time, but sipping and burping, those were things that I saw on the internet. Like, you can't ever do that again. You can't regular ever drink. And so that's what scared me. But growing up, I lost my hair at 13. I got cortisone injections, and thus the weight thing happened. I had cortisone injections that was supposed to make the hair grow back. It made it grow back in like little fresh grass on a field. But then, I got a temperature and then it all went away and it all fell out. Or maybe the minute I was stressing about it, it all fell out. It was never real hair. So 13 or 14, I gained an awful lot of weight. Maybe 60 pounds in 3 months. And that happened right at puberty. So I never got those great boobs. They just came in, and and I think in the future that would be one of the surgeries that I would want. I want to get the bodacious tatas, not bodacious. I just want to get the tatas that we're supposed to be aiming right, not woo-hoo. So and the hair loss thing, there's great things about it and there's sucky things about it. Obviously shaving is not an issue, but I do miss having ear hair, eyelashes, eyebrows, throat hair, actually, because when you get a cough, you can just cough up certain germs. Other than that, everything, I have no filter. So that part pretty much sucks. But as far as the weight gain, so I had cortisone injections. They blew me up like a balloon. So then there was Weight Watchers and Diet Center, and my mom did Nutrisystem. She wasn't obese. She's only a few pounds. Maybe she was ever 40 pounds most overweight. And then Jenny Craig and other sources where pre-made meals, injections, HGC, more injections, B12 injections, juicing, the Master Cleanser. I mean, I wouldn't say that I tried every single diet out there, but I sure did do a lot. And then I was bulimic for a while. And then, of course, I lost weight, but that wasn't the right way to do it. So here I am now. So in my insurance, you needed a few things. I had the BMI, but I didn't have anything else. And I failed my first sleep apnea test. I didn't even sleep, so I thought it should have been done over again. And the guy was kind of like a little bit of a jerk, so it didn't happen. So about a year and a half later, I was sleeping, and many, many nights in a row, I woke up going, I couldn't breathe. Scary shit. Scary stuff, sorry. And so I took a sleep apnea test this past summer, and sure enough, it was indeed sleep apnea. In fact, when I met the girl, I was like, please let me fail this because I need this for the sleep procedure. She goes, well, I don't think I'm going to have to do that because you did fail to the point where you have sleep apnea. And I think that then I did the 6 months, the nutrition classes, and then actually 3 months at nutrition classes, and did all the tests that my primary care doctor wanted, which she wanted more tests. She wanted me to do another stress test, and I had just had 7 leg procedures done, venous ablation, where they go in and they laser out the vein with the valves that aren't working, and hopefully you'll reroute. But I'm just a little nervous about that because all the feeling in my left leg hasn't come back from my shin down around my ankle. But supposedly that's supposed to be something that happens periodically, and it's supposed to come back. But I'm just nervous about it. as I'm nervous about the surgery because of the extra spider webby things. What will the problem be? Hopefully there won't be, so I just have to go into it. But what I was going to say is, and now I'm at 10 minutes, but I'm going to do this really fast. When you're sick and tired of being sick and tired, and imagine this, if you will, okay? Think about this. Maybe some of you see it on TV, but I don't think you realize how... So because of obesity and everything, and maybe your husband or maybe your wife is on this and it doesn't bother you, but you know what? I'm telling you right now, this is not a ritual that I want to make a part of my life. And then, hello? Who can really go to sleep at night? Just put your head on the pillow and go to sleep at night. If you can, God bless you. I can't. So, okay, I'm a glasses wearer. So, I haven't quite figured this one out. See that? Okay. It doesn't work for me. And also, when I'm tired, I want to roll over and I like to sleep on my stomach. So, and I have an 11-year-old kid who is a tall kid. Actually, this is my daughter right there. She's a beautiful girl. So tall, she's not into sports. She wants to be everything's cheerleader. Glitter, glitter, glitter. God has a funny sense of humor, I'll tell you that. And I never carried a baby. My ex-partner carried the baby, so I never really had the childbirth thing. But I did have gallbladder, and I went from 200 and some odd pounds down to 115. And I told the doctor, listen, something's wrong here. Oh, you have a nervous stomach. And then finally that doctor that gave me those cortisone injections went, you need to have an ultrasound. And that's when we found all the gallstones. And then, yeah, but I'd gotten really, really thin. But that's my kid. So I miss being thin. I want to do that again. This is me singing at the... I took my hair off that right after that. I was a little bit inebriated at the Hard Rock. I had just sang with Katie Lang, coming off the stage singing Miss Shadow Lane. So she was dressed in her prom dress, and I had that Pegasus tuxedo on, which that's that whole tomboy thing. And then I sang at a birthday party. I flew out to Las Cruces, New Mexico. That's me in the leather. I love leather. Showed you my mom. It seems that when I lose weight, I seem to get a little more feminine. Other than that, I'm that tomboy kind of person. This is me playing at the Bellagio. Very happy girl there. And then I showed you my kid, right? So, why do I want to do this? Yes, I have a daughter, but you know what? For a second, I'm going to be selfish and say that I don't like not being able to go upstairs. I don't like thinking that I'm going to suffocate when I go to tie my shoes. Crossing my legs, what is that? I do the ooh, sit like a dude thing, which there's no sorry dudes. Or, cross my feet at the ankles, or use my stomach as a resting tray, or there's a turnstile at my work where they have a really nice eating area, and there's a turnstile, and I don't like how other people don't go through the clicks sometimes. Well, I can't do that, and it's embarrassing, and my waist is a 50 and 51, and it's just ridiculous. But I'm pretty, I'll stand up later when my kid's around to take a video. Maybe I'll do it. Maybe I'll do it later. When I do my, on Tuesday, the 17th is that 3-hour, get your surgery time, get your before and after picture, get your whatever. So I'm doing it through the Weight Loss Surgery Center. It'll be at Desert Springs Hospital with Dr. Atkinson. And that's all I really have to say. I'm sure I left something out, but so, and then, you have these voices. And this little guy has been with my mom the last 10 years of her life. She used it, and then I had her hold on to it because she had muscle atrophy, so I'd have to pry open her hands, and then this would help her kind of relax her hands. And this was her little go-to guy. And so, you got this guy going, you don't need this surgery. It's going to kill you. If she doesn't get this surgery, it'll kill her. Well, she won't be able to sip, or she wants, oh, so she can do a sip. Oh, give it a minute. She'll be able to drink again. And what about eating? Hey, 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 hey. You guys, knock it off. I love you, and you need to stop, and you need to mellow out because eventually what happened? Your heart got so big that you finally understood things. So, the fears of weight loss surgery, you eventually mesh and you become okay, and it's going to be okay, and gosh, it'll be great. It'll be fun to shop again, you know, instead of going. I mean, I'm not saying nothing bad about Lane Bryant, but okay, if I've told you I'm a tomboy, you think Lane Bryant, you think Lane Bryant's where I want to shop at? No, I love all those cool. I like those straight-legged. I like boy clothes because I like them, and maybe once in a while I like a dress. I don't know. I don't know. I just know that it really is never too late. It really is never too late. You know, there's a lot of you guys with your YouTube channels, I love Foodie Turned Into Sleevey. I love Watch Kitty Shrink. Badass Bariatric. I think we're on the same page as far as, you know, age and stuff. And then there's that older lady. Maybe she's in Minnesota. I think she's over 60. Salt and pepper hair. She's a cool cat. And there's, God, the bariatric confession. Or my bariatric confession. And then there's the bariatric chef. She was one of the first people I actually reached out to almost, a while ago with all of my questions. And so now the time is here. The time has come I've already come to terms with myself saying, you know what? This life of being obese isn't for me. It never really was, but you know, I could show you. I have I get a poster board, and I write a calendar, and I write starting date. Never will do another calendar again. Well, you know what? The other day I found, because I just for to rub it in my own face, like you can't do this or you can do this. I have found calendar after calendar after calendar after poster board after poster board after poster after year after year after year. Little fluctuation in weight, not too much, but every year I say I want to do this. So it's time to shut the F up and just do it. It's here. I got the gold star. I got the sleep apnea. I have the BMI. I've jumped through all the hoops. I got the okay. I got the date. Now just put on our big girl panties and get out there and get her done. Fudge. You know, some people are paying out-of-pocket cash for this. And some people have to pay a down payment for this. And some people have to do a pre-op diet for this. I mean, come on, man. God is just like giving this to me on a silver platter. And no, I haven't been told I need to do anything before. Just don't eat the night before it. But I'm already watching what I'm eating, and I've already cut back, and, you know, I can't even play with one because I quit my pens. Now, as a smoker, boom, I quit smoking. I like to drink a lot. Well, I'd like to drink a lot. Then I slowed down, and now I don't really feel like drinking. Carbonation. My kid and I love Survivor. So I go out to 7-Eleven. We'd get the two liters for $3.33 of Coke. And we'd go to Domino's and get thin crust. She'd get a medium. I'd get a medium. And I would eat that, and I'm like, I don't feel like eating that anymore. So now when we go, I get one, and then I instead I just got a fountain drink of Sprite instead of the 2-liter of Coke, and now I haven't had that, and I know that, you know, that's my nemesis, but this was a big one, and I'm also going through a cussy thing. We can touch about that later, but that's 6 years too. Oh, it's ridiculous. It could be a Maury Povich sweep show. But I'm not doing that. So I'm pretty effing proud of myself. Now, this is who I am. My name is Murphy. I live in Las Vegas. I'm 5'2". I weigh 257 pounds. I am 53 years old. I have an 11-year-old. I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. And I've been single for 6 years, and I don't want that to be the end of my life, but I lost my mojo when I used to be able to go, hey, how you doing? And then I realized that this is what they see. And, you know, I think people loved Melissa McCarthy at her heaviest. But did anybody want to go out with Melissa McCarthy at her heaviest? Forget she had a paycheck? You know what I mean? So here I'm this big funny girl who, when I lost weight before, someone said, "You're not so funny anymore." I'm like, I gotta be funny to be fat, fat to be funny. So, you know, I do, I have a lot of work to do. But I know I'm a good person. And I know I deserve this. And I got a lot of years to cause a lot of hell on this planet. And I can't keep doing it this way. So, with that, I'm VSG in Vegas. Tomboy. I don't know. If that came, this is a silly name, but that's what I am. I couldn't think of anything else. I love you guys. I really do. You have given me hope. And I hope that through this journey, I can bestow that gift and pass it on as well. With that, I say, take care of yourself. Be kind. And let's keep the Girl Scouts strong. All right.